Content warning. The following podcast contains descriptions of harm to animals. You're listening to Quantum Childhood, a Tales from the Loop actual play podcast presented by Geek at Arms. My name is Brian, I'll be the Game Master. Let's introduce our players.
Hi, I'm Christian. I play Enzo, the weirdo, who's 14 years old.
Well, hi, I'm Jacob. I play Kevin, the popular kid, who's like 13 or something.
I'm John. I play Jomar Smith. I'm the rocker kid, about 14 years old.
I am Jacob, not the same one, and I play Cody the Hick.
So my character's name is Mo. She's 12 years old. My name is Yolanda.
This is episode 1 of the 4 seasons of Mad Science, The Killer Birds Part 1. It is summer break in Nevada, and it is hot, hot, hot. They say it's okay because it's a dry heat, but it doesn't matter if it's dry or wet when you can fry an egg on the sidewalk. You spend most of your time just trying to stay cool. You go to the pool, you go to the movies because there's air conditioning there, and you go to your hideout because it's nice and cool underground. Today, it's probably early morning, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and Enzo is at the pet store. What's going on at the pet store today, Enzo?
I'm just walking into the pet shop after a day at school and just saying hi to the pet shop owner.
His name is Jerry Birch. Oh, hey there, Enzo. How you doing today?
School sucks. Well, sorry.
It's a good thing it's over now, ain't it? Say, I was just thinking about you the other day. They've been doing all these experiments over at the Loop, and it was the funniest thing. They ordered like twice as many of these white rats as they were supposed to. I was wondering if maybe you'd like to take care of a couple of these. I don't quite have enough cages for all of them.
Oh, really? I brought a cat into the shop. I found this outside. Would you like this cat?
Oh, well, picked up a stray, did you?
Always do.
This is kind of a sleek-looking kitty. I wonder if this belonged to somebody.
Could be. But I'd love to take those mice off your hands for a bit. The draw them and, maybe sneak them into school for a few days.
Oh, remember, school is out for the summer right now, so.
Summer school, then.
Summer school.
I guess Enzo would be the one person to go to summer school, right? Voluntarily.
Yeah. Well, my father's had me do homeschooling, so that's school and summer. So.
All right, so he hands over a couple of rats and gives you some food to give to him later. And you put them in your pockets and head on home. Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
What are you up to on this fine morning?
I am just noticing how the thing in my shed is starting to smell more. And I need somewhere to put it.
All right, so the principal's poor basset hound, Sargon, has died under your care. And your little sister is just heartbroken because she's 4 years old and she loves that dog. And she keeps wandering around saying, Sargon, where's Sargon? You can hear her outside right now.
Ooh, I'm definitely feeling the guilt. Do I have a walkie-talkie I could call any of my cool friends for help?
Sure. You have a walkie-talkie. Who's got the other end of it? Any volunteers?
Oh, Jamar has it, I think. I don't honestly know,
Yes.
It gets passed around a lot.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hearing somebody on the other end.
Okay. Shh. Hey.
This is Jomar 10-4.
Shh. This is Kevin. Over.
Kevin, hey. This is Jomar. Over.
Jomar, this is Kevin. I have a situation. Over.
Hey, Kevin, this is Jomar. What's the situation? Over.
I need a more isolated place to talk about this. There's listening ears here. Over.
Okay. Do you want to meet at our place? Over.
You mean the place we're not going to talk about over the air? Over.
That's the place. Yes. Over.
All right, let's do it. As soon as you can get there. Over.
Okay, give me like 5 or so. Over.
Oh, come on, man. Over.
Okay. Over.
Roger. Over.
Ebert. Over.
Keep your walkie with you, teddy bear. Over.
10-4. Smokey. Buddy. Over.
Over.
On my way over. Over.
All right, Kevin, you still got the problem of you got to slip out without your sister looking in the shed and seeing that dead dog. So how are you going to accomplish that?
What day of the week was it again? I'm so stressed I don't remember.
We'll say it's a Tuesday.
So Dad's still at work. Okay. We got this.
Feels like a typical Tuesday.
Got to get rid of the sister. She really likes my Sorry board game. Oh, that's not going to work. She's not going to play it by herself. I will offer to take her to her friend's house, being a great brother, and drop her off.
Why don't you give me a charm roll?
Okay.
The first roll of the game.
Nice. Okay. Sarah is just so excited to go see her friend because she didn't think that she was going to get to see her until the weekend. So all thoughts of the dog are right out of her head.
And I did, push the dog into the back of the shed behind those tools Dad never uses.
None of the bonus effects are really appropriate for this. So we're just going to say that it doesn't really matter what you tell her in the future. She's going to believe you anything that you have to say about that dog. So
yes,
that's going to be a non-issue.
Okay. Crisis averted.
Good work.
Good
All
work.
right. Jomar, do you have any difficulties that you're going to have to negotiate to get to the hideout?
No, I'm just going to need to make sure that, whichever parent is home at the time. I think it's mom. I'm just going to let her know that I'm going to be out for a little bit, but I'll be back, around dark time, when the street lights go down, I'll be coming into the yard. So.
All right, sweetie, you have fun.
Thanks, Mom. Love you, and I'll see you soon.
All right, what about Cody? What are you doing right now?
So you said it's dry summer in Nevada. Now, I haven't spent a lot of time in Nevada. Does this place get brown in the summertime like California does?
And then some, yeah.
Okay. And then like our surroundings nature-wise, are there any places that would have like a little bit of green growth maybe, and aren't like forest necessarily, that I could go and be without being too uncomfortable?
Yeah, you like to spend a lot of time down near the Colorado River.
Okay.
There's a dry creek bed that goes down there, and there's plenty of greenery that grows up there where the river slows down.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'll be sitting by the river then. I'm missing how it stays green in Texas during the summertime. I'm mad that I can't be doing summertime hockey stuff or anything else in the new town because of what my dad said. And I'm really wishing I had a dog because I'm too young to drive a car. I can't get a gun. So like I can't really achieve my steps towards my dream of becoming a police officer. But man, if a kid had a dog, that would just be the best. But as it is, I'm sitting alone in the grass.
All right. And Mogu, what's she up to?
Well, I hate heat and I hate sun, and the library has air conditioning, so guess where I am? And computers.
All right. Well, the library is actually closed for the summer. So
What kind of place is this?
It's a smallish town with where all of the government money has left because the dam is finished, and they're under budget, or they don't have enough budget, so they close the library during the summer. But because you've got your friend Ramon as a custodian, he lets you in.
Even better.
So he's there working on his night school homework, and he asks you a question occasionally, but most of the time you're just poking around on the computer, reading news groups. All right. So that's how you spent the morning. Eventually, you all wind up migrating onto the hideout. We'll say that let's get a little bit of talk between Jomar and Kevin about that dog first, and then we'll move on.
Kevin.
Okay. Yeah,
Dude,
man. What?
What happened to the dog?
It's a long story.
I've got time.
So, you remember how Enzo dared me to climb up on my roof?
Okay.
And you remember that cats, they say cats land on their legs all the time, every time you throw them off a roof.
Whoa, you didn't.
So I didn't mean to. He just happened to be up there with me. And then, you can see.
What was he doing up there with you?
Okay, it escalated quickly.
Wait. Dude, the dog is dead, man.
Well, do you have to be so blunt about it?
Okay, look. You're my bro. You're my pal, my buddy, and I don't want you to end up going to jail. I don't want the PETA group or something to come after you and throw you off of a roof. Okay, I mean I'm really concerned here.
How long would I even go to jail for? I can't do that. I'm too young.
Well, I how old was the dog? Because they're in dog years, and so it could be a year for every dog year. And
oh my word!
What is it 10 years for a year or something?
He definitely had some gray hair.
Okay, so you could still see gray hair after the.
Well, he had some gray hair in the past.
Oh. Okay.
Oh
man. Okay, so does the principal know?
No.
The principal is currently out of town.
Okay.
He's taking a vacation with his family, and that's why he left the dog in the care of the Buffords.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Kev.
Don't you remember? He's on a vacation.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Kev, what if they want a funeral service, man? I mean, those are kind of expensive.
Okay. We're cutting it here.
Okay, look. I'll write a song. I'll write a song for it. I'm good with that. If you want me to sing it, I'm not that great a singer, but I can. I'm just okay. How can I help you? What can we do about this dog?
I'm just saying, when I was little and my hamster went to the happy hunting ground, it was a lot easier to think he had just moved than, he moved. It's a lot easier than dying.
Right.
So I think we could lie to him. I mean, we could creatively tell him it's true. He is gone. He's moved.
Okay.
And
he's moved. Okay.
Not knowing sometimes is nicer than knowing the truth fully.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, we need to bury the dog right now, right? I mean, he's going to start smelling, so we got to bury him deep enough so he doesn't get dug up by the coyotes. I mean, it's there are coyotes around here, aren't there? Haven't you seen them?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm no hick, but yes, I've heard of them. I believe Cody's stories. Bigger
dogs with bigger teeth that eat other things like dogs. Little dogs.
Okay.
Okay, dude. All right, bro. Look, man, I'm with you, but we got to figure out what to do. We got to say oh, wait a minute. Okay, does anybody else in town know?
No.
Wait a minute. What does well mean?
Well, there was old Mrs. Crabapple?
Oh,
Mrs.
no.
Crabapple?
Where was she?
She was out on her porch, which...
Okay, but she can't see, right?
I mean, yeah, but... Okay, he made slight noises when he landed.
Oh, so she heard.
Maybe, you never know with
maybe.
Mrs. Crabapple.
Oh, my word. This is not good. Is it her nephew that works for the paper?
Oh, I'm going to jail.
No, dude, dude, I got $7.34. I will bail you out. Okay, that is not a
Thank you,
problem at
man.
all. Look, I mean, we've been buds for how long now? Like a little while, for a long while,
Dude,
like
I don't
all our
even
lives,
know.
right? It's you know what? It's been so long. It's been like all of our lives. Okay. Okay. Do we need to tell the
Okay,
rest of the crew?
Thanks. Yeah, we can. He's a big dog.
All right. With that, let's move along here and get the rest of the group.
Okay.
Oh, is that Cody?
Okay. What do we do?
Is that Cody coming?
I was just going to ask if I could
Is he
arrive.
coming up? Is he coming up?
Is it the afternoon now?
Cody.
I think we can arrive.
Let's go ahead and actually move it on to the next day.
Oh, the next day.
And then-
All right.
The entire group has gathered. I'll say actually down by the that green area that Cody likes by the river. And you're discussing all of this,
Perfect.
trying to figure out what you're going to do with Sargon. And suddenly you hear something unusual. Corn, corn, I found some corn. Happy me, happy me. And then another voice answers, lucky you, lucky you. I have no corn. Lucky you,
Are those
poor
birds?
me.
Is that an Irish pigeon?
Dude, are those birds?
You look around and you see a couple of pigeons nearby, and they do indeed appear to be talking to one another.
Huh.
What do you do?
That's new.
Hold on. Talking pigeons?
Wait, so you guys are seeing this too? This
Yeah.
they talk to me all the time.
What?
I mean, every animal does, but like,
How far away are the pigeons?
Pigeons are usually fairly bold in the presence of humans, so we'll say they're 15 to 20 feet away right now.
And are they on the ground or like up in a tree?
They're hopping around on the ground, pecking at the whatever seeds they can find.
Wait a minute. They found corn.
Well, they're not real bright, so
Maybe they want
any
corn.
seed is probably corn.
Oh, right. Well, they do love corn, I think. So, Kevin, what did we end up doing with the dog?
We're still talking about.
Did we
we're
leave him? So we left him up in the place? Oh, we can talk about our place here. I'm sorry. We're with our guys. I mean, our crew.
Our group of people.
Dude, we got to do something. He's going to start stinking.
Okay, but like that bird just talked. How many birds are there?
There were two at first. Another one has joined them, and as you look around, you can see that there's actually 5 or 6 others nearby, and
Okay, that's creepy.
a couple of them seem to be cooperating to pick up a large branch. And as you watch, they fly off toward the north.
Are there still
Just those
birds
two.
around?
The others, yeah, there's still birds around, and they're talking to each other. They talk about their mates and their nests.
Ooh.
And they've all got that kind of weird mechanical voice.
Oh.
so look.
Hey, Enzo.
Oh.
You like animals,
Yeah.
right, man?
Well, obviously.
So here's a thing.
Shall I be the liaison? Shall I go be the in between?
My mom taught me a trick to catch birds. If you want to catch a bird, you have to sneak up to it and sprinkle salt on its tail feathers. And if you do that, they can't fly away.
Okay, Enzo totally believes this.
Anybody has salt
Who has salt?
on them?
Anyone have those little packets like from?
I thought
Nacho?
that's sugar.
I mean,
Okay, well, do we have a plan B with no salt? Well, should we try talking to him?
You can give it a try.
Okay, what are we going to say?
Corn?
Try to blend in as larger birds?
Ugly larger bird.
Is that what you're going to attempt, Benzo?
Oh god. I mean,
Sure, I think he'll try to, yeah. Enzo will try to casually stroll up and
Okay,
try to...
give me a charm roll.
I'm loving this.
All right.
dude, you do not have the moves.
All right, so
0 success.
what is it that you say to the bird?
Hello, fellow bird.
Look out, people. And the birds, as soon as you start to approach, they all take wing and start flying off toward the north.
So close. You guys bought it though, right?
That was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Dude, there's still a
Thanks.
talking bird here.
No, it's me. It's Enzo.
Fantastic.
Hey, did you guys notice those birds all flew off in the same direction? Usually when you scare pigeons, they'll kind of scatter, but they're away, but all away in the same direction. Kind of weird, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
And did you see them picking up that kind of larger branch than normal?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely the strangest part of the whole thing.
Not that they were talking.
Yeah, the cooperation
bird
is way
talking.
weirder.
Everybody give me a comprehend roll. Enzo and Mogu both remember that there used to be an ornithologist who had a public access television show, and he actually lives nearby. If anybody knew something about bird behavior, it would probably be him. His name is Chris Boyd.
Is it Dr. Boyd?
So we relayed that to the group.
To the best of your knowledge, no, it's not Dr. Boyd.
Poor guy.
Rumor has it that actually Mogu and Enzo both make me contact.
So I have 0 success.
Mogu, you got 1 success, so you remember that according to rumors, Chris Boyd was bitten by a swan, and as a result had a nervous breakdown. And that's why he is no longer on television.
Okay.
At least he lived.
Would you like...
Goodness. Swan
Oh,
attacks.
for the Boyds. Boyd's show for the Boyds. Oh, I remember him.
Would you like to go visit him?
Sure, let's go visit the weirdo that is scared of swans.
All right.
I mean, swans are pretty mean, though.
That's true.
Was this a local public access show?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so this guy's new to me, right?
Probably, yeah.
Likely. All right.
Chris Boyd's house is to the north. It's a bit of a bike ride, so it's going to be late afternoon by the time you get up there. The house is 2 stories tall, surrounded by a tall fence, and it is in pretty bad repair. From out here on the street, you can hear there's something going on there. You hear some crashing and muffled somebody shouting inside. What do you want to do?
Here's at home.
I'm gonna run to the front door.
All right.
In as much as that's possible and visible.
The gate is closed and locked.
Can I try to hop it?
You can climb it, sure. Give me a move roll.
Okay. My lasso does not help me here, I think. But let's see.
All right.
3 successes.
You are over that fence like it's not even there. And
Okay.
right up to the front door. From this
Cody,
side of the
be
fence,
careful.
From this side of the fence, you see that you could unlatch it if you wanted to, if you want to.
Okay. I'm more concerned about seeing what's up at the front door first.
Okay. You get up to the front door and looking in, you see his
What do you see, Cody?
front hallway and into his kitchen.
Is the door open?
The door is not open.
Okay.
Whatever racket is going on seems to be coming from upstairs.
So first I want to knock on the door and see if there's a reaction.
No, but you can now make out a little bit more clearly that he's shouting, "Get back here, you stupid bird!" And you hear a lot of sounds of chirping and screeching and what sounds like at least one large crow or raven in there.
What do you hear, Cody? What do you hear?
It seems like this warrants backup. I'm going to go unlatch the gate for the rest of the folks.
All right. The gate is now...
It sounds like he's fighting birds in there.
He's fighting birds?
That's what it sounds like.
I wonder if they're talking too. Did they talk back?
I did not hear any English-speaking bird voices, no.
I guess you wouldn't really know. That was...
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Well, I have sneak.
pop in that gate as soon as it's open.
Try sneaking in. Should we all try to go in?
Yeah, I'm going in.
I'm going in. We got to go in. We got to stick together.
The door is closed and locked,
Oh.
but Cody, looking in through the window, you can see that the back door looks like it might be open.
Oh, okay.
Is there a doorbell?
Yes, there is a doorbell.
Can we just try and ring the doorbell like normal civilized people instead of breaking into someone's house? I mean, I'm
Breaking
just
in.
saying this because we already jump a gate, right? I mean, just to be polite. The guy was attacked by a swan. He was obviously going to be prepared for attack.
Oh no, he might be traumatized having a flashback.
Attacked by a swan.
Those things are mean. I've seen them attacking people. You don't want to mess them up.
They are big too.
Oh, they're nasty.
So you're ringing the doorbell?
Yeah, I'm gonna ring the doorbell.
As we're starting to tiptoe across the entrance.
I'm going. Ding dong.
So boring.
Hey,
Why don't
guys.
you ever want to have fun and break into houses, Moku? Come on.
Cody, could you see that there's another door open? Should we go around? Should somebody go around back or something?
We could get in the back. But I hadn't thought to check for a doorbell. I just knocked, so maybe the doorbell's more audible. We'll find out, I guess.
All right.
All right, so nobody's going to the back door?
Not yet.
Okay. So you hear somebody, the crashing and shouting stops. You hear somebody come down the stairs, and Chris Boyd opens the front door. And he's got this bleeding gash on his head and a golf club in one hand. He's like, yeah, what? Hey, oh, kids. He hides the golf club behind his back suddenly. What do you want? Looking in.
Sir, are you all right?
Mr. Boyd, are you okay?
We heard some crashing from upstairs.
It's these birds. They're turning on us, I tell you. You haven't seen the birds doing anything weird, have you?
Well, just talking like usual.
Actually,
Right, guys?
Yeah.
It's usual.
We saw a bunch of them fly north together.
Getting a huge brunch.
after talking to
you heard
us,
them talking.
talking to us is important.
That'd be the pigeons. You're really lucky it was the pigeons, guys. Look, if you see seagulls or a hawk, get into cover. This on my head. This was the seagulls. Oh, I hate them.
Dude, so
Did you have
Kevin's a
popcorn,
little
too?
out of it.
Is that-
Are seagulls native to this place?
They always come after me when I have popcorn.
There is a landfill nearby, and seagulls love landfills. They're not
I'm a good
exactly
kid.
native, but they're present.
Mr.
Would you happen to
Boyd,
know-
do you need some help? Do we need to call for somebody to help you?
Help? No. Yes. No. God, who would believe me? Killer birds. And he starts looking around. There's lots of
Wait,
peeping.
killer birds.
What? Have you not been listening? I was attacked by a freaking seagull.
But killer birds, what have they killed?
Well, nothing yet, but that hawk is a predator, and it's gathering like this gang, and it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they start driving the animals out of the area, competing for food. And I tell you what, once there's enough of them, and there's more every day. I've been counting them. There's more every single day, and once there's enough of them, I don't want to think about it. They're going to be driving us right out of here.
Do you happen to know why would they fly north?
The pigeons, yeah, they got a big old nest up there on Big Boulder Island. They've been building it for a couple weeks at least.
Huh.
I was out there with some binoculars watching them, and that's when the seagulls came for me.
Interesting.
Now, look, I don't know what's causing this, but
Okay.
there's got to be somebody with a machine or an experiment or something. One of those crazy scientists in this area is doing something to those birds.
Right. Have you happened to observe anything that they are scared of they are repulsed by, or something they don't like?
No, I haven't noticed anything yet, but cats are a pretty good bet.
Fair enough.
What about dogs?
Too soon.
Well, dogs don't usually go for birds, but I get, well, bird dogs, I guess, do.
Yeah. We had a dog.
Would the dog smell work?
So if we
The
got a
dog-
talking cat, would that help take care of things?
I've never heard of a talking cat, but if you can get one, I suppose it would probably be good at scaring birds off. Yeah.
And have you ever actually had, I know it sounds crazy, but since I heard pigeons talking, which is already not, well, have you ever had a conversation with any bird?
Well, just that parrot over there, the African gray, but he doesn't say much. He sings the national anthem sometimes.
So he's not a commie. That's good.
Well, no, that one isn't, but I'm not real sure about those budgies over there. About this time, a large blackbird comes down and lands on his head, and he just loses it. He jumps backward, and he starts swinging that golf club around.
Whoa, look out, guys. Look out. Look out. Whoa.
Oh, no.
And the bird's out the door over your heads and flying away. And you say, good riddance.
This bird didn't talk, right? That we heard?
No.
Well, it's landing in its head, so it's not very normal.
Mr. Boyd, your head, it's bleeding. Can we help you with that?
No, I got some bandages around here somewhere. I'll clean it up. But listen, I just remembered something. There was a guy at the Loop, Don Dixon, and he came by a couple months ago, and he was asking me about the local bird species. He was a neurologist of all things. I don't know why he was asking about birds. But
now?
He was a brain doctor.
I knew that.
He studied brains, and he was asking about the local bird species. I don't know why. It didn't really seem like the sort of thing that a brain doctor would be interested in. And he was a sketchy fellow. He kind of struck me odd. Now look, kids, I got to get this cleaned up. Where's what?
Would you know where he is right now?
Not off the top of my head. You could probably look up his address in a phone book, though. Don Dixon.
Okay. Mr. Boyd, thank you, man. Thank you for guys. We need to get going and let Mr. Boyd take care of things. Thank you so much for talking with us. Guys,
you be careful. You see those seagulls. You keep clear.
Guys, we need to come on. We got to. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
All right. So as you're cycling away from Chris's house, it's getting kind of late in the evening, so you figure you probably ought to head home before the streetlights come on. But as you're going, everybody make me an investigation check, please.
Oh, I actually got a success.
Hey guys, I've got to get going pretty soon. It's getting dark. I got to get home. But something a little weird there when he's talking about a brain doctor, and then we're here talking birds and stuff, man. Okay, this is like some weird science, man. Weird science.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so let's get together tomorrow. Can we get there? Can we meet tomorrow? We got to talk.
Yeah, let's meet at the hideout.
This idea of going tomorrow to the Boulder Island with, I know it's kind of crazy, but with corn for the pigeons and something for the seagulls to distract them if they try to attack us, and see what they going on there.
Yeah, I'll bring
Maybe
my bat.
Some
with
fish for the seagulls or something. I
No, I'll bring my bat.
don't know. Because that will distract them.
No, I'm just thinking somebody could get hurt.
Well, while you're on your way home, Mogu, you notice off the side of the shoulder, there's a large number of dead birds that look like they've been attacked by something.
Now, is this near her house? Near her home, Brian?
We can say sure.
And do I notice anything with one success or no?
No, I just decided to let the person who got the most successes be the one to see them.
Cool.
Apart of seeing that they have been killed somehow, do I see any marks apart of like blood or something?
Yes. Upon examining them, you see that most of them have puncture wounds. There's some broken bones, but it doesn't look like there are any teeth marks.
Huh. Okay.
It's a bird gang war.
The next day dawns, and what are you guys going to do?
Well, first I'm going to comb my hair because I get it just right for my fans.
Right.
You could suit up with any headgear.
Practice your drumstick twirling a little bit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm actually bringing a pair with me. I feel like I need them.
I would like to check that phone book and see if I can find.
How's the weather today?
It's going to be another scorcher, but you guys can take it. Don Dixon's house is up here on US 93, and as it happens, it's on its way on your way to Boulder Beach,
Nice.
which is where you'd be able to try to find your way out to Big Boulder Island.
Yeah, and I'm feeling getting ready for this that I want something, 'cause lassos don't deal well with birds, I'm thinking. So I don't know what I can bring, but maybe I have some leather chaps from doing rodeo just to armor myself up a bit.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't see myself as a leather jacket kid, but I can protect myself a little better at least.
Makes sense.
I don't know, man. Leather in scorching weather making sense.
You got to make sacrifice when you're doing battle with birds.
Go ahead and add your leather chaps to your items list. They'll give you a bonus of +1, so add a 1 in the field there.
All right. Let me see if
Anybody
I can
have, like,
figure
a
out how to
BB
add
gun?
items. Here they are.
Can I get a mirror?
Of course you can.
So you said body +1, or?
Well, that'll be you'll choose the drop down from whenever you want to use it. But yeah,
I see. It's just like the signature item.
Yep.
Okay.
And so Mogu, you said you're going to bring a mirror along.
Yeah.
Do the same thing. Add a mirror to your items.
Wait,
and give it a
where's that?
value of 1.
Items. There we go. Mirror and what dropout thingy should I?
Don't worry about the drop down right now.
Okay.
That'll be something you select when you use it.
Okay.
Anybody
Brian,
else have?
Can I add my pair of drumsticks? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
And that will also give you a +1.
Okay.
I like that. Drumsticks.
Can we get more than one item or just one item?
If there's something else that you think might be useful, yeah, you can.
Like the corn and the
I
fish?
think I would.
Yes. Just say bird food.
Bird food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
thank you.
stuff my pockets with rice.
And that's one...
Rice?
That's 1
Nice.
point as well?
Yes, 1 point.
Thank you.
Pocket rice. Just hope
We
the
ate
smell
all the
doesn't
corn.
attract birds.
Hey, Kevin, do we need to bring our walkie-talkies?
Yes.
Is that okay, Brian?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, of course. That's always a yes.
I don't foresee the walkie-talkies giving you a bonus, but you never know.
Oh yeah.
All right, so then, is your plan to visit Don Dixon's house before heading to wherever the pigeons are going?
Yes.
I
would say yes.
Guys, I think the bird guy was pretty weird. So if he thinks Don Dixon's weird, maybe we should try to
I see your
surveil
point.
the house before we talk to him about what's happening with the birds.
Yeah.
So maybe one of us should go first and sneak. Is anybody particularly sneaky?
Enzo's sneaky.
I only have 1 point.
I know I'm not sneaky.
Why don't we try
I'm-
to do like
I'm maxed out with
we're
3.
selling cookies or something and talk to this guy and see what he's look like?
Oh, cookies.
A
I like
ruse.
it.
I do like it.
I mean,
I'll be the.
I could say I'm doing a school paper or something, or a school,
Yeah, an interview or
some homework.
that's a good idea.
or just
Actually,
full on break in. And it's just,
Enzo should go and ask an interview regarding, his interest in birds and knowing that he's scientist. I don't know, man. Do something.
Well,
Yeah.
That worked really well when he went and talked to the birds.
Yeah.
Well, he has the language. Remember, he asked them for fellow birds. He could be
I don't
like,
need to
"Hi,
convince
fellow
this-
scientist."
So then you convince this guy that I'm a bird.
No, but he's going to be the more scientific of us. You know what I mean? He's going to be the one that can connect to this guy.
I'll just rattle off what I read in the encyclopedia that morning.
I'll
All
be
right.
his backup.
Well, let's
I can speak the mumbo.
let's give you some complications to begin with. As you're approaching the house, the next door neighbor comes out on the porch and is just like giving you the stink eye.
What does the neighbor look like?
She's maybe in her late 40s, early 50s. She's got her hair in curlers, big fuzzy slippers on her feet.
Cat.
Do we know her?
No, you don't know her. She's she's not from the town. You've never seen her before in your life.
Chicken woman.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Who are you and what are you doing here?
We're just a group of friends. We're hoping to maybe speak with a Don Dixon. Do you know Don Dixon?
He doesn't live there anymore. There have been people lurking around that house. You're not delinquents looking for trouble, are you?
No, ma'am. No, not at all, ma'am. We just, a friend of ours had said that we should just come and talk to him for a little bit and get to know him, and we were just wanting to see if we could meet him. No trouble.
Make a charm roll, please.
While he's talking to the woman, can I try and go around the house to see if I can find a back door?
Yes, you make a sneak roll, and Jomar failed your charm roll, so she's not buying it.
Okay, Kevin would like to step in here.
All right, so
Which way is the
she's
lady? Is she in his yard or like?
no, she's standing on her own porch shouting at you.
Wait, and I'm trying to go into the
Oh,
house
okay.
of Don Dixon, right?
Right, you're going around the opposite side of the house trying to find another way in, apparently.
Okay. Did I find a way?
You failed your sneak roll, so
No.
well, I don't like for failed rolls to make the game halt, so it's a matter of what's the complication to you failing your sneak roll. So you get around to the back door, and it takes you long enough as you're creeping around to do that Kevin gets to try and woo this old lady on the porch. What are you saying, Kevin?
Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry about my friend here. He's new to the Salvation Army, and I'm just showing him the ropes today. And I'm sorry, newbies.
All right, how about you give me a charm roll?
Oh yeah.
If you fail this, dude, I'm going to get you later.
You already owe me one.
He owes you one? He's helping you with that dog.
Oh, great.
Okay, Mr. Narrator.
I don't buy that for a minute. I'm calling the cops. And she goes into
Oh,
her
boy.
house.
No, hold on.
You have something to add, Jomar?
We're sorry to bother you. We'll just leave. We'll just leave. Sorry. Don't call the cops. It's really okay. We'll take off. Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
All right. In
We
the
could
meantime, Mogu has slipped in the back door.
Uh-huh.
Do we need to do a move roll to get away from her?
She's not chasing you, but she's going inside to possibly call the police.
Maybe we walk around the far side of the house out of her.
We need to get around and we need to tell Mogu we got to go.
Guys, let's just hide in the house.
And as she comes in the
What?
kitchen,
Yes.
she sees on the table there is a dead bird with its head cut open.
Nice.
She barely has time to register that when Stacy Johnson here.
Hmm.
So you've got this girl, she looks like she's maybe 16, 17. Her hair is styled all nice. She's got a cigarette in one hand, a Minnie Mouse shirt, and she's got a knife in the other hand. She says, "You get out of here, and don't you tell anybody you saw me."
So the bird attack you?
All right, confronted by somebody who appears to not be at all worried, make an empathy roll, please.
Okay. I said it. I have a gift for these things.
All right. Having failed your empathy check, take a condition, please. I recommend probably scared or angry, probably. That should be upset,
I'm gonna
angry.
go with angry.
All right. So you got this girl menacing you with a knife. What was it that you said? Something about the bird?
So that bird attacked you?
She pauses and stops and says, "Yeah, the bird attacked me. What's it to you?"
Well, you're not the first person to be attacked. I just wanted to know, why the hell were you here?
Okay, look, looking around, you can see this place is not in real great condition. There's trash kind of piled up everywhere. It looks like somebody who doesn't really know how to take care of themselves has been living here. She says, "Look, this is my uncle's house, okay? Now you got to leave, but don't you tell anybody that I'm here."
No, that's okay. So you're related to Don Dixon?
Yeah, like I said, he's my uncle.
Where has he been recently? We were looking for him.
I don't know. I came here to get away from my folks, and he was always nice to me. But when I got here, he wasn't here, and it didn't look like anybody had been here for a while, but I didn't have anywhere else to go, so I moved in.
Fine with me. I will tell no one. Just out of curiosity, just between you and me, have you seen anything weird apart of the bird that attacked you?
Well, no, the bird was weird enough. She seems to be warming up to you a little bit, and she puts the knife down. She says, "Come here and look at this."
Okay.
She shows you where she's cut the bird's head open. Inside its head, there's a microchip of some kind that's been implanted in there.
Do you mind if I get that?
No, I guess not.
And I don't mean the bird, I mean the chip.
Here's some tweezers. That'll help.
Thank you.
Make a calculate roll, please.
Brian, are we coming around the corner to meet up yet, or are we still? Where are we?
Is that what your plan was, to go around the?
I think I grabbed the guys and we were going to go around to tell Mogu that we could cops could be coming.
All right. So yeah, the rest of the crew is arriving at the back door now. Stacy looks a little bit.
Mogu.
Yeah, I'm coming
look,
out.
That lady. The lady might be calling the cops. We gotta.
Okay, I'm coming out.
We gotta roll. Cool hair, by the way. What's your name again?
I'm Stacy. Did you say the police are coming?
Hey, Stacy. I'm Jomar. No, this lady. I mean, Kevin here was talking to her, and she got all mad and everything, and.
Oh man! If they find me here, they'll send me home. Hang on just a second. She dashes off into another room and comes back a few seconds later with a book, which she hands to Mogu and says, "Look, there's some of my uncle's notes. I think there might be something in there about these birds. He was experimenting on them or something. Now I got to get out of here." She pushes past you out of the house.
Mogu, what's going on?
I don't know. That chick killed a bird. There was a chip inside, and I have a book. That's all I can tell you.
Chip inside where?
Like, she beheaded that bird, and there was a chip inside its body.
In the head?
Enzo's mortified seeing the bird.
Yeah, man. She was saying apparently the Don Dixon guy had been experimenting on them. I wonder if the birds actually killed him.
Did you get the chip?
Yes.
You put your hands in there?
You bet your head. Yes.
Wow. You are like cooler by the minute.
Sure. If doing that is cool, sure. Now, if the police is really coming, we should either inspect the area or leave. I'm still tempted to go around the house.
Cody's been more concerned with the police
Quick check for clues.
arriving than anything else, and like all the lying that was happening to the neighbor. So I've been watching already, and I can keep doing that. I've only
Okay,
half
where are
registered
you,
things.
Cody? Where are you, Cody?
Peeking
to
around the
watch?
edge of the house.
Okay.
Might want to do a quick search for anything else in the
Brian,
the
can
house?
you show us at proximity where Cody would be watching for police?
See, Cody doesn't probably want to be seen by that neighbor again, so he's probably over at the corner of that storeroom.
Oh, good spot.
And so if you want to check, you want to go left and I go right, or the other way around?
Sure. Well, looks like there's more space to the right. So
Anybody who's searching the house, make an investigate roll. Enzo did really well there. Let's see what they're... You can ask me 3 questions from the list in the investigate handout there.
all right. So I'd ask, what is hidden here and where is it?
Well, the main thing that was hidden was the diary, but I already gave that to you. So you find diagrams, some kind of electrical plans for a machine of some sort, tucked in between a book about ornithology and one about the nervous system.
Okay. So I grab the whole book and plan on giving the diagram to Mogu to check out. See what has happened here.
It looks like this guy left in kind of a hurry. It appears as though the pantry was still pretty full, although Stacy has done an admirable job of eating a lot of the food. She's not a very good housekeeper, though, obviously. Some of these questions aren't really relevant to you.
Yeah, I guess the threats that I can perceive is probably just the neighbor and impending cops.
Right. And I'll give you a little bit more. Looking around, you see that this guy is obviously a scientist. He's got lots of science textbooks and that kind of thing. And he's got this kind of mural of famous scientist portraits. You recognize Einstein right away. And in pride of position right next to Einstein is a young woman in a lab coat with a yin-yang symbol on it that you don't recognize. But looking around the rest of the room, you see that there's a lot of pictures of her. And in almost all the pictures, there's another guy kind of in the background, almost always staring at her.
So maybe I always have a sketchbook. Should I kind of sketch the symbol or something?
Yep.
So yeah, I think I'd do that. Do a quick jot down. Seems like it might be important.
Okay. And I think that's all of the clues that you got there right in the house. Cody whistles right about the time that he sees a police cruiser coming up the street, and you all manage to book it out of there.
How does that whistle sound?
I can't whistle, so you'll just have to use your imagination.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, it's fine. I wish I could, but yeah, Cody, I'm sure can whistle, but Jacob cannot. I apologize.
Other Jacob
quite
cannot
all right.
either.
Just
There we go, man.
It's okay.
I think whenever he needs it, just pulls out like a duck collar.
Yeah, I feel like Cody could probably do the really loud, 2 fingers whistle, Yeah.
the dad whistle.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You guys managed to find a shady spot to look at those plans and the diary. Mogu, between the microchip and the plans, you see that somebody was building some kind of a machine that performs automatic surgery, presumably to insert microchips into birds' heads for some reason. And I need a comprehend roll from anybody who feels like making one, who's reading the diary.
Kevin
Who
at
has the
least
diary?
picks it up.
I'll try.
When he looks at a
No.
page.
I look at the diary, but I think all I see is
There
that
you go, Kevin.
it's evidence of something.
All right, so the diary describes Don Dixon's work at the Loop facility, and in many places in his notes, he writes about a woman named Lena, who he apparently is infatuated with. He thinks she's not only beautiful, but she's also a genius, and she's one day going to have a Nobel Prize. He's got lots of notes about colleagues that treated him poorly and didn't understand her. And then near the end of it, he writes that he was completely overwhelmed with happiness when she asked him to work with her on a project in a place called IEX 4Z32. Kevin, I'll give this one to you. You recognize that as the ID number of a magnetrine ship. But you
Of a what?
probably have to look it up. A magnetrine ship. These are the magnetic levitation cargo ships
Oh.
that travel between the loop facilities. And there's a
Oh, so I know it's a ship. I just don't know which one.
right. So you'd have to either find someone who knows magnetrine ships or find a way to look that information up somewhere.
Okay. So guys, he mentions a ship here, but I mean, it's one of those loop ships, so I don't know how we'd get to that. I think we should go check out that island.
Oh, is that like a license plate number for a
Similar,
magnetrine
it's
ship?
Yeah, kind of.
Registration ID.
Because
number.
I bet they're registered with the local government. If so,
It's less interesting than having like Jenny.
are magnetrine ships? Are they registered like per state or federally, or what?
They're treated a little bit like sailing ships. They're registered
Okay.
to a particular nation.
All right.
So these are like flying ships or ships that go over water, kind of hover.
They fly.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, Kevin doesn't get out much.
So, Mogu, do you think that chip helped that bird talk?
Maybe.
What did the girl with the hair? What did she say to you about? Did the bird talk to her?
The bird attacked her, and she killed it in self-defense. So she found that chip, and she thinks that his relative was actually experimenting with them, and that's why she gave me the diary.
Weird. But she didn't say that the bird talked to her; just attacked her.
I don't recall she saying that the bird talked to her.
And the first guy that we talked to said it was like just the pigeons were talking.
No, it was
Oh.
pigeons, seagulls, and well,
Although
yeah.
the pigeons
were
talk and the
ones
others
who were
are
talking. And
aggressive.
the others-
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that like murder if you
Yeah,
kill a talking
we
thing?
should try to talk to the pigeons, man.
No, dude, that's like karma, isn't it?
So what's your next move?
So our options
I
are,
mean, guys, what do we do with the information we have?
well, we can either like explore that island where the birds went, or if anyone has a lead to a parent or someone who might have some access to a log of ships or where that might be.
Yeah. So we knew that this guy worked for the Loop, right?
That is what you were told, yes.
Okay. And my dad works at the Loop.
So you want to ask your dad about Don Dixon?
Maybe. I'm trying to figure out a good angle, but I'm thinking, because I'm gathering then that the Loop is a private entity. It's not a government project.
No, the loop is operated by the government.
Okay. It just doesn't
Department
result in
of
things
Advanced
like...
Research for something or other.
Okay.
Nobody
yeah.
knows what the T stands for.
It just doesn't result in the libraries being open in the summer. But it's still a government project. Yeah, so, well, I'll ask for help then, because I can't think of it. But guys, my dad does some kind of accounting for the Loop. I don't know, maybe there's some way I could ask him about things or about a particular ship without giving away the game.
But do you think you could talk to your dad about this?
I could try. What do you think we should ask him?
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, because he's going to start asking more questions, right?
I could tell him I saw a ship while I was out.
Oh, okay. Should you mention Don Dixon's name, though?
Maybe. What do you think? Is that too suspicious? I'm already in trouble with my dad, and I don't want him to think that I'm snooping around his job more, you know?
Dude, that may sound like snooping. I don't know.
We need more evidence before we go to Dad.
Or you can tell her you met, what was it, his niece? And that she hadn't heard from him, and if he had seen him at work, because she was worried.
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Way to go, Mogu.
I can do that. That's a good idea. What was her name, Mogu? Because I wasn't inside.
Stacy.
Stacy. All right.
I think it was Stacy.
Yes. Quantum Childhood is brought to you by this fine sponsor.
Have you been hungry since joining The Walking Dead? Well, just because you've become a shambling corpse, it doesn't mean you have to abandon your principles. Because now, there's Tofrains. It's the ethically sourced, soy-based brain alternative that zombies love. It has the same squishy texture the undead crave, with almost half the flavor. It's just as satisfying to chew and won't fight back. With Tofrains, we can change one corrupted mind and decaying heart at a time.
All right, so what's your plan? Are you headed back to town to wait for Dad, or did you want to go ahead and head for the harbor?
We could ask Dad tonight.
Yeah, I'll ask my dad, so I want to be home, like, close-ish to when he gets home from work. But before then, I don't have any particular priorities. I'm happy to help scout out the beach if we have time.
Sounds good.
But maybe that's a tomorrow thing. I'm not sure. How far away are we from town?
It would probably be another 2-hour ride.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's quite a ways there. It's probably about noon by now. It took you a couple hours to get to where you are. It'll take about another hour and a half to get to the marina.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'd have time to just observe a little bit, and then you'd have to book it back home to be home on time.
Oh, and Boulder City is down in the bottom left of
Boulder
of the
City
map.
is that gray blob.
Gotcha.
Do I know that there's a campground?
Probably. You've been in town long enough.
And Enzo, you camp some, right?
Yeah, I think being in the wilderness group that little bit, but didn't learn it from father at all, so it would have been like through class.
Yeah. What do you guys think about trying to get a campsite maybe at the campground? Because that would get us closer to the beach and let us not have to bike so far. And also birds are less likely to be flying around and doing stuff if we were able to go and look at them at night.
Okay. Hey Kevin, can I tell my parents that I'm gonna spend the night with you and would that be okay? You tell your parents so that we can stay at this campground, dude?
Oh yeah,
because I gotta have somebody.
It's true. I mean, you're gonna spend the night with me.
Okay. I just it's like if they call to your house, dude, what are we gonna do? I mean,
okay,
whatever.
It'll be good. This will work.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to tell them. What day do we want to do? You want to do this tomorrow night, Cody?
We can try it. Do you guys know what the arrangements at the campsite are? I was thinking maybe we could bike over there and see how hard it would be to get a campsite.
So yeah, we could scout out, but I would be definitely nervous about convincing my father or like coming up with some story to last minute because so controlling. So
school. Oh wait, no. Okay.
yeah, just like a special outing with the Wilderness Club or something.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so you head up to the Boulder Beach campground, and since you're not going to bring a vehicle or anything, they're not going to charge you for a camping site. You can just grab a fire pit, set up your tents or whatever, and that's all good because there's not a whole lot of people camping in the middle of the week. Now, if it was on the weekend, there might be some competition.
Cool.
Hey guys, I mean, how cold is it going to get at night, man? Do we need to bring like something to kind of wrap up in or something?
I mean,
There might be various levels of prepared. Some of us like completely unprepared.
Yeah, that's a good question though.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a bad hair day. I can already see it.
Does it get dangerously cold in the desert here during the night, or is it more of a warm all day around kind of situation?
It is a desert, so there's not a lot of moisture to hold the heat in. It does get uncomfortably cold, but you're not likely to die of exposure or anything.
Okay.
In the night.
Yeah, just seagulls.
Just seagulls. Oh yeah, I guess that's a good question. Is the campsite occupied at all, or is it just desolate when we get there?
There are a few families camping there. There's some RVs. It is Lake Mead, so there's some people taking their summer vacations there.
Cool.
So are we at the next day now, or are we?
Yeah, let's go ahead and advance to the next day, or maybe evening of the same day, depending on what you want to do, and have a scene from your everyday lives. So, Enzo, what do you want? Evening or morning?
I guess morning. Kind of preparing the gear.
You're up in the morning, and your dad's having his breakfast and sees you kind of puttering around and gathering supplies. Says, "Now, boy, what are you up to?"
Oh, I'm very nervous, but Enzo's. No, I just you remember the class the wilderness club outing? That was today. You signed last week.
I don't think so. You gave me a form last week. I don't think I ever saw anything.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. But it's fine. It's the normal group. And I haven't told them that I've since been like pushed out of the group.
Right.
But I still have like a kit, sort of a backpack with like basic forestry stuff.
Okay, give me a charm roll.
Oof. That's not gonna.
Uh-oh.
Yep. That is not a success. This is not a charming child. So,
Let me see if there's a skill that you are good at that might be more appropriate here.
sneak.
That might come into play a little bit later. Now, wait a minute. You're going on a camping trip in the middle of the week? Doesn't Mr. Rogers have a job? He can't take off in the middle of the week like that.
Oh, they cut back hours for the summer. Yeah, pretty sure he's.
Now, don't you lie to me. I can tell when you're lying. Now, when I come home tonight, you better be here. You hear me?
Yes, sir. What time are you coming home?
I'll be here at 7:30, and you better be here too.
Yes, sir.
All right, so he takes his briefcase and he leaves. What is your plan?
Well, I think after being very torn and he doesn't have a radio, right? I think
no.
It's just I think it's still.
Oh, you mean Enzo has a radio?
Yeah.
You can if you like.
Group. Yeah, I think I radioed the group and let them know that my dad's gonna be. There's no way he's gonna let me be out of the house, but I decided to still pack up the gear and meet them. But actually, I'll break the news there. I'll just bring the gear and tell them I can't make it.
Okay. Kevin.
Yes.
Evening or morning?
Evening.
All right. Find your info here. Who we got to deal with?
Uh-oh.
I don't have any information about your parents at all.
I'm not sure if they're real.
Just you and your 4-year-old sister living alone.
Well, and our brother.
Oh, did you have an older brother?
Yeah,
Chuck.
He's got an older brother, Chuck.
He's the coolest person in the world to Kevin.
Nice.
So, yeah, I do need a little bit more info about your family.
Okay.
Both your parents in the picture?
Yes.
Or neither?
I mean, at the moment, they're on a they're on a trip without us because we were kind of becoming a big handle and they just wanted a week away.
All right, so then they've left Chuck in charge.
Yes.
So you come in the evening when you're supposed to, and your brother's there, and he's kind of just like tossing a football up and catching it, sitting on the living room couch. Oh, hey, Kev, what's up?
I'm just been hanging with the friends all day,
Oh, yeah? Doing anything cool?
Yeah, we're totally investigating some potentially killer birds and stuff. It's great.
Killer birds. Awesome. So is that code or something? I know what's up, man. You were meeting a girl, weren't you?
Well, there was a girl there.
Yeah, I knew it. Oh, yeah, she cute.
Well, for a girl.
Yeah, I know how it is, man. All right, hey, there's some pizza in the kitchen. Help yourself.
All right. Oh, by the way, we're gonna go camping, so I won't die.
Camping, huh? Yeah, sure, okay. Have fun.
We'll do.
Chuck's real responsible, obviously.
Oh yeah, I want to be that kind of parent.
All right, Mogu,
Yes.
evening or morning?
Evening.
Okay, so you get back after your small, short adventure, and your mom is distracted as usual, but when you come in the door, she says, "Oh, hey, did you have a good time today?"
Yeah, I did. It was, hot and great.
You spent it all at the library again, didn't you?
Well, duh. Speaking of which, I'm not pretending to spend my life in the library. I'm actually thinking in going camping with some friends to watch birds, because now that's cool, apparently.
Oh, really? Getting out,
Yeah.
getting outdoors? Well, that sounds great.
Only at night when it's not hot.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was bad today, wasn't it?
How was your day at work?
Oh, on my feet all day, worn out, but it was okay, I guess. I don't have any idea what she does.
That's pretty good, though. You played that well.
For some reason, I thought she was a nurse.
Okay, that's great.
I never said that. Sorry.
She is a nurse, and that's a good reason to be on her feet all day.
Yeah.
All right, so then that leaves us with Jomar.
Evening.
Okay, and when you get home, what happens?
Hey, Mom, Dad, want to ask you real quick. Kevin, you know Kevin from school, a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, the Buford boy.
Yeah, we're kind of tight. We're bros. And hey, he was wondering if I could spend the night with him, and we were gonna go out and maybe do some snipe hunting and maybe do a little camp overnight kind of thing. You cool with that?
Camp out, huh? Will there be any adults there?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's got everything cool with his parents and everything. He said everything was taken care of and it was all good. And he's a good guy. I think we'll be really cool.
Make a charm roll for me, please. All right, that sounds fine. Just let us know if you need anything. If you need any food or snacks or supplies.
Okay. If you're okay, I'll just kind of get a few things together, maybe from the pantry. Just maybe some protein bars or whatever we got in there. Maybe ramen noodles. I don't know.
I think there's still some of that jerky left in there. Take that with you.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hey, thanks again. I appreciate it. We're gonna have a good time.
All right. Now on to Cody.
Yeah, I want to talk to my dad that evening.
All right. So he's home a little bit later than you, actually. So he doesn't even know that you've been out and about.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in the door and he's looking a little stern, but not much more so than usual.
Cool. Hey, Dad.
Hi, Cody. How was your day?
It was pretty good. I was in town, and yeah, I'm just trying to make friends. Have you made any friends at work since you've been there now, Dad? You seem kind of tired.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of paperwork to do. A lot of filing, a lot of numbers all the time. But yeah, I guess there's a couple of the guys there that are friendly enough.
Have I talked about my friend Enzo before?
Enzo, that name sounds familiar, but I got to be honest, I can't keep it all straight sometimes.
Yeah, I met him a few weeks ago. He was in the wilderness club at school, and we were hanging out today, and we actually met one of his friends that he knows from school as well, and she said that her uncle worked at the Loop. So I thought that was kind of neat. I wondered if maybe you had met him. Her name's Stacy, and her uncle is Don Don something. Maybe Don Dickens. Don
Dickens. Well, wait a minute. You mean Don Dixon?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Huh. Well, now that's interesting that you'd bring him up.
Oh?
His niece, you say?
Yeah. She said so. Her name was Stacy.
Stacy. All right, yeah. There was a Don Dixon that actually left the loop recently. Now you stay right there. He goes off into another room. You hear him pick up the telephone and dial.
Oh no!
Do you want to try and listen in?
Sure.
Okay, give me a sneak roll.
I was worried you were going to say that.
If you fail, you're going to get the.
Oh yeah, no. I did.
Oh, okay. So
0.
Check off the scared condition, please.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Because he detects you listening in on him, and you hear he's called the police and is telling them that Stacy Johnson, that runaway that they'd been asking around about, Don Dixon's niece, has been in the area.
Oh, a runaway. Okay. Oh.
And he sees you lurking at the door and says, "Now, Cody, what have I told you about listening in on private conversations?"
I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't know she was a runaway. You know, she was smoking, and I mean, I knew that that's not something I should do, but I didn't know that she was running away from home, and you know I would never do that.
You better not. You'd break your poor mother's heart. Now listen, if you see that girl again, I want you to call the police. You hear me?
Okay, Dad.
I suddenly forgot this guy's supposed to be a Texan.
So I'm not trying the Texan accent either.
All right, so what was it that you wanted to ask me?
That was it, Dad. Now that I'm scared, especially, I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to ask my mom about the camping trip.
Good
if
call.
I can swing that one.
You avoid your dad for the rest of the evening, and your mom, of course, is all kinds of enthusiastic about you being out of doors.
Yep.
So she gives you the go ahead, and she doesn't even ask you any questions about it.
Great. Cool. I like my mom.
Next day, you guys all meet up at whatever waypoint it is that you had decided to meet up at.
Okay.
Enzo.
Oh, so Kevin might have mentioned and asked if anybody had like a wagon or something that could hold a dog-sized object that we could dump in a lake.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because I'm assuming we're meeting up during the day, right?
Yeah, you'll probably want to get
not just in the evening.
Get started in the morning when it's still cool.
Yeah, we get there there about lunchtime.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have a wagon, and my mom was cool with me raiding the kind of shed for camping supplies. She didn't ask any questions. You guys want to go back to mine and get a wagon and then head to Kevin's to clean up? Is that what you want the wagon for, Kevin?
Yes.
Or is dog-side object a euphemism for something else?
I thought you brought the dog to our hiding place. You left it.
Well,
at
I brought
your
part of
house.
him.
Oh gosh.
Joe Mar, have you ever smelled something dead before, man?
Dude, yes, I have. Like, I mean, yeah, like birds and squirrels.
You don't want to put a dead dog in a small space, man. We had to deal with dead coyotes back on the ranch sometimes, and those things, even though they were outside, it was so bad. So bad. Okay. Once the skin starts to go, that's when it really starts to stink up the place.
Thank you for that visual.
Kevin is feeling more and more uncomfortable.
Kevin, where did you keep him? Kevin, where did you keep him? I thought
he's in the shed.
Oh, he's in. Oh,
I poured some Coke on him to cover the smell.
Oh,
Yeah, all right. The wagon is definitely requisitioned. Let's head that way.
Right. So, Enzo, what is your plan? Are you going to come back at night or try and deceive your dad somehow?
I think he's still trying to figure a way out, hoping to. Yeah, but he's planning on telling the group that he can't make it, but is very torn about it.
All right.
But brings all of his gear and all of his scout type of a pack. So I think heads to the meetup.
All right. Well, let's fast forward a little bit, and you guys are at the campground, deploying all of your gear. So it's probably about 1:00 by now. You made pretty good time. What is your plan?
Dude, we got to take care of this dog, man. Can you smell that?
Did we bring the dead dog along with us?
Wait, did you guys take care of that before coming?
Yeah. What were you thinking, Kevin? What was your plan with the wagon?
I thought we were... Kevin, didn't you say you were going to dump him in the lake?
Well, do dogs float?
I think...
oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, maybe not.
The dead dog probably would float.
Okay, has he already started to
Okay.
bloat some, guys?
Probably.
So then we probably left the wagon in the shed if we wanted to get our camping setup done, yeah?
Well, the sheds, you got quite a bit of distance between the campground that's way up here near the lake and the shed at Kevin's house that's way down here in Boulder City.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I'm thinking we probably left
It's a long way
the
though.
wagon there for later and then headed out to set up the campground, right? If we are at the campground.
Okay.
Because, Kevin, your parents are still away for a little while longer, right?
Oh, valid point.
We got a couple days, and we got to watch these birds tonight.
Okay. Kevin
Okay.
reluctantly is
That's
okay
fair.
with it.
Okay. And then after we have our campsite set up, I want to share what happened last night. So I want to
Yeah.
tell
So, Cody,
Mogu that girl you met. Did you know she's a runaway?
She might have mentioned that we shouldn't say anything about it.
she's a what?
Do you have any way of getting a hold of her? Because the police are probably looking for her now. My dad kind of called them last night. So
Yeah, I don't know, Mom.
I
I
don't
think
know.
she's going to be on her own.
Yeah, but maybe we should find her before.
So how long has she been missing?
She's not. I mean, yeah, I guess she's missing. She's just staying in her uncle's, away from her parents for some reason.
Right. What did your dad say, Cody?
he told me that if I saw her again to call the cops, and he said that Don Dixon didn't work at the Loop anymore. That's all I
feel there's
got.
something dodgy.
Because he caught me. He caught me when he got on the phone with the police that I was listening.
I don't know, guys. There's a bunch of weird stuff in that house. A lot of strange pictures and diagrams. I don't know. I'm worried about if they do find her, what she might be mixed up in. So maybe we should try to find her first.
What kind of weird diagrams?
There's a type of like yin yang sign, and I don't know. Just kept seeing this one woman in every photo, and this creepy guy always behind her. So I don't know. Between the birds and this, it's hard to trust anyone.
Weird.
Maybe adults.
Yeah, well, I just wish I could warn her that the police know that she's still around. Because, yeah.
But if we
better
went
to-
back to the house, the police might be watching it.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
point.
that woman was meant to call
Let's
the
not do that.
police, and I don't recall her surname, and I don't think she would answer any landline. And I don't know. I think she must be.
I don't think we have any leads.
No, not really.
Unless some other.
So we just got to keep an eye open, I guess. Because was Don Dixon's house kind of out away from town?
It's in a little cluster of
Okay.
other houses at the intersection between the road that leads up actually to where the campground that you're at now
Yep.
and US 93. It's like a suburb kind
Yeah.
of.
Gotcha.
While you're having this conversation, there's suddenly a commotion that you hear from away toward the water. There's like a little ridge between you and there, so you can't quite see what's going
Mhm.
on. But you hear a lot of shouting, and looking up in the sky, you see some some birds circling around that look like seagulls.
Uh-oh.
Seagulls, 12 o'clock.
Can I check a little bit closer
Uh-oh.
with the binoculars?
Yeah. So looking through the binoculars, you manage to catch sight of one of the birds swooping upward away from whatever the commotion is. And you see there is something very definitely red on its beak.
Dude, what are those birds doing?
Meanwhile, I want to run to the ridge and peek over.
Okay. You see down below you,
I'm going with.
there's a long rocky plain that leads out toward the water. And there's a little girl, maybe 8 or 9 years old, on the ground crying. And there are several adults gathered around her, several other kids screaming. And there are just seagulls that are just like dive bombing these people. And every once in a while, one of them actually draws blood, biting them. Make an investigation check, please.
Okay.
Everybody?
Second.
Or just him? Oh, just him.
Just Cody. He's the only one who went.
Oh, I thought I went with
Investigate.
him.
Oh, did you? Okay, then you can make one also.
No
then.
successes.
Okay.
All right, Joe Marr, as you're watching this happening, you notice that the seagulls seem unusually coordinated, so that whenever the adults go and try and knock one down, it zips back the other direction, and another one comes in from behind and attacks. And up above all of them, there looks to be a hawk or something circling high in the air, watching it all happen.
Cody, dude, I think that hawk up there. Can you see
wait.
that hawk?
You're right.
I think he's doing something with those seagulls, man, because they're doing something like in sequence or something. It looks like as soon as the adults try to like stop, the ones will come in behind them, and then the next one will come in, and the next one will, something's up with that hawk, dude, and they're hurting these kids.
I guess the crazy guy was right. So I shout back to the rest of the group, guys, get over here.
Oh, I run after him.
Stick together. There's seagulls.
All right. And about this time, somebody comes running up from a car nearby and fires a shotgun in the air, which causes the birds to scatter.
Oh.
Wow.
Is the person closer to us or closer to the group on the beach?
Closer to the group on the beach. It looks like part of the same group. They probably all arrived in a cluster of cars nearby.
Because I'd like to move towards them then.
No, nobody is going to sell a kid a shotgun.
It's the 80s.
How many charm successes do you need?
Wait a minute. How old are you, Kevin?
13. Oh, almost 14.
Almost. There you go. That, you know what? That makes it.
All right. So everybody is getting this little girl who looks like she's pretty seriously injured into a car. And it looks like they're probably taking her somewhere to get some medical attention. But obviously, whatever is going on with these birds is starting to get serious.
Okay. And what had happened? Was anything happening in the campground? Like, did the other campers come out to see the commotion as well?
Yeah, eventually it did. It did draw everybody else out. And there's lots of gossip and people looking concerned over what happened.
Yeah.
Somebody says, "Well, she should have given up her hot dog."
Whoa.
That's a hot take.
You know how those seagulls get. She probably had food.
Did you say where we saw the birds go after the shotgun?
I did not say. However, they mostly flew off to the east.
Can we
Towards
see the island from here?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yes, you can see the island. It's pretty distant. You'd have to get a little bit closer.
Can we check the binoculars to see if any more birds are going towards the island?
The flock that just got scared off is going a little bit more toward the southern part of the island, but looking off toward the northern part, you can see there's another big flock of birds up there that doesn't appear to have been involved in this attack.
I point at there and go, "That's no moon."
That's a cultural reference at this point, right?
1977, yes.
Okay,
that
cool.
works.
Yeah.
He probably has it on Laserdisc.
There we go.
All right, so
Something's not right with that island.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there.
Are you wanting to go down to the beach and look closer at it? Is that your plan?
Can we?
I mean, we could go down and talk to some of these people, though, right?
You could, yeah.
Guys, you think they're going to believe us if we're like questioning them about these birds? Or
No
It's
way.
best. It's best not to incite a panic in the public, I think. Right now, but we could ask them and see if they know anything that we haven't
let's
figured
just
out
play
yet.
dumb and
we could ask them if they need some
Could ask
help.
them if the birds
And that may
talked
introduce us.
as well.
Did they say
Maybe
anything?
we should ask them if they need some help.
It's a good idea. At least the little girl has been taken away now.
Yeah.
That was the most pressing
What
concern.
about the other kids, though? Yeah, the other kids, weren't they hurt?
Good point.
Everybody who was wounded has been bundled up into the cars, and the guy with the gun is still there, looking balefully off to the west or to the east.
Hey guys, do you think that's Don Dixon?
Only one way to find out. And I yell, Dawn! Am I within hearing distance of him?
We'll say, sure you are,
All right,
but he
yeah.
does not turn around at hearing you shout Dawn.
I don't think that's Don Dixon.
Okay. Way to go, Cody.
What's the normal way to get to the island?
That is an excellent question. It's too far to swim for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Or is
unless you're Lord Byron. But you might know somebody that you could borrow or hire a boat from. There's plenty of like pleasure boats and houseboats in the marina. But if you...
Is there like a ferry that just takes
Guys,
pleasure goers back and forth regularly?
No, there's nothing on that island that's worth going out to see.
Oh,
There used to be a concrete factory there for the dam, but it's been closed for decades.
Oh, you mean haunted? Okay.
Hence Big Boulder, Little Boulder, and Rock Island. I'm guessing that's about what they are.
Right.
hey guys, if I mean, are we going to try to should we go to that island?
Yeah.
Okay. So like okay, look, I have the bail money that I'd set aside for Kevin. We could use that, but I mean, is it going to be more than $7.36?
Dude, nothing's more
That's
than
all I got.
$7.
yeah.
Nothing worth.
Why don't you give me some contact rolls? Maybe you know somebody.
I cannot roll to save my life.
That's all right. There's no reason you would necessarily know too many people in the area.
Exactly.
You're pretty new to it. But Enzo and Kevin both know somebody with a boat, apparently.
Oh,
Who might that be?
That teacher who's on summer break and spends all his time boating.
Just got some vanity boat.
All right.
Yeah, we recognize a teacher we both share class with.
We'll call him
Dr. Hartman, the English teacher?
Hartman. Okay. Oh, a doctor, huh?
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he went to a liberal arts school for his doctorate and also was on the rowing team.
Well, we'll say he...
So, Doctor of Literature?
I'm not really sure.
Maybe his first name is Doctor.
Kevin, Enzo, do you guys know somebody that has a boat?
Well,
Dr. What's Hartman, English dude.
yeah.
You remember? You had we were
I
in
don't-
his class.
I don't. I was in his class. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
remember
always-
him.
That's why you weren't doing so well.
No, I was. No, I was. I took Miss Hambrick for English.
Well, he dresses weird sometimes.
Well, he was always talking about that boat, the one with the funny name. What was it?
Oh,
It's,
do you think we could use his boat?
well, we know he at least has a boat. Let's see if he's there.
All right. So you go down and you find out that Dr. Hartman isn't here right now, but Enzo's actually been out on his boat before, so he knows where he keeps the key. And it's just like a little
It's not weird.
fishing motorboat. It's just the type that's got a little outboard motor on it, and you know how to operate it well enough. He was a sponsor of the Wilderness Club, so You learned it from him.
I'm very hesitantly like find the keys, but I'm getting a little worried about time at this point, and idea of going all the way to the island and back in time.
Hey Enzo, you don't you okay, man? You don't look like you're doing okay.
You think
What's
we'll be
up?
back before 7? If we, but
You mean like out to the island?
yeah,
back by
and all the
7?
way back home, like before dinner. But
no,
well,
probably not.
that
Maybe
no,
7:30. What's up with the
Well,
time?
I didn't
though?
exactly
We
didn't exactly get
had
permission
plans.
to go. So
What?
I'll just
What'd your dad say?
no way in hell kind of sort of thing. And, but yeah, I mean, maybe you guys should go, or I can go.
No, man, we got to do this together.
All right, well, I mean, one option is if we.
Dude, we can
Brian,
come
about
up.
what time is it, Brian?
I'd say it's about 3 right now. So he'll be
ahead,
really
Kevin.
pushing it.
Or maybe say I could like go back and then sneak out if we decide to go at night instead of daytime. I could try to sneak out after he goes to bed, but maybe that's the last resort.
Dude, I mean, you really think, man, you're gonna get in so much trouble if you try to sneak out.
Yeah, but you
I'm
guys
sure
don't
we
have the
can come
bird
up
skills. Who's going to talk to the birds?
I'm sure we can be back in time if we go now. It'll all work out. I've got a plan.
All right, if you guys are willing to
Okay.
kidnap me if we're not back in time,
Dude,
leave
I'm
a note
always
for my
willing to
father.
kidnap you.
Like,
Oh,
it's like, just leave a ransom note, and then maybe we'll be fine. So.
okay. Oh, and like leave you in Kevin's shed.
Yeah,
Or something.
perfect. Okay, well, if you guys are willing to go that route, then maybe this will work.
We got your back, man. I don't want you to like die. I don't want you to get in trouble, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
So since Enzo is willing to go, I will not make you make any kind of roll to operate the boat to get out there. He's taking enough of a risk already. So then,
Wait.
on your way out,
Before we go, those birds were kind of dangerous, guys. Maybe we should try to rig up something to help us if they do decide to attack us. You know, like, what did we bring to camp with? Maybe we could use parts of the tent or tarps that we brought. Anything
I got my
anything to help
drumsticks,
us against the
Cody.
birds.
I got
Brought
I
a big
got my
roll of.
drumsticks.
Because you saw it took a gun to
I think
scare
Enzo
them off,
might have-
and none of us have a gun.
Ooh, do we have any sticks?
I believe you said you brought the baseball bat, right?
Somebody brought a baseball bat.
I thought that was you.
I didn't mention it. I think somebody else mentioned
Oh.
a bat.
Oh, I did. I had mentioned it. I didn't add it to my.
I
eyes.
have
You have your bat.
a mirror, a bird food, binoculars, and a lighter.
Oh, a lighter.
I figured we would need fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, solid plan.
I suppose we didn't have anything burning other than a wood fire, possibly at night.
Well, they are building a nest.
Oh,
True.
okay.
Is it too late to add a helmet covered in aluminum foil that's shiny?
Oh my god.
You could probably scavenge some aluminum foil from the trash cans along the marina. Somebody's surely wrapped their greasy food in that.
Brian, should I leave the bat off since I didn't add it?
No, go ahead and bring it.
Oh, and we know birds have trouble flying when they're wet, right? Let's just take a few buckets of water, and we can like water the birds.
Seagulls probably don't have that problem.
Wait, dude, we're on the water, man.
Yeah.
Enzo might like give some rant about oil on the feathers and different stuff like
And
so.
Kevin will just ignore him because he thinks he knows what's what.
Like no, this will
He'd
work.
like to like do a small bucket he can somewhat easily carry and fill it with seawater.
Well, and I'd like to bring along a tarp.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't think it's a good idea to like try to use tent poles to make the boat enclosed totally. But at least if we have a tarp, we can use it to
You can cover
hide under or
yourselves.
something.
So are you satisfied with your plan so far? You ready to head over?
I am. I'm still a little scared, but
So we're bringing all the camping stuff so we didn't actually like make camp. We
we'll
just
get through it.
packed everything into the boat, I think. So
Dude, we could camp on the island. I mean, I'm not going to tell that to Enzo, but
Oh boy.
Oh man.
All right, so you motor out across the that little channel and arrive on Big Boulder Island. And as you approach, Mogu sees through her binoculars that it looks like the birds circling around Big Boulder Island are the pigeons, and there are a lot of them, dozens at least, that you can see.
Hey, who has the corn?
Me?
I got rice.
Oh.
Offer the pigeons some corn.
You're not quite close enough yet. They're nesting at the highest part of the island,
Okay.
so if you want to approach, you're going to have to climb for a bit.
do we see any kind of structures from the water where to angle towards?
There is a large, like, circular structure of some kind made out of brick and concrete. It used to be the part of the concrete manufactory on the island for the dam. Most of it is underwater now because when the lake filled up, it covered it over.
So we see the big pigeon headquarters, but we know there's another headquarters on Rock Island.
I like that.
Those are both the same thing. You're on Big Boulder Island.
Oh, so we
Rock
are...
Island
Oh.
is the southern part of that, and that's where the other birds were flying toward, but you don't see any signs of them there now. Make a investigate roll.
Now this island's big enough, Brian, that we couldn't, when we're up there on the northern corner of Big Boulder, we wouldn't be able to see Rock Island, would we?
Not from where you are right now, but if you were to climb up to where the pigeons are roosting, you'd be able to see over there.
Okay.
Do we all make?
Or are we doing investigate?
Anybody who wants to. Kevin happens to be the only one that notices that where the pigeons are circling kind of low around their nest, way, way high up, you see that hawk again.
Uh-oh.
And also there are some seagulls circling around from the back of the island that you see occasionally. It
Okay.
looks like
Do they see us?
no. At least not yet.
But the hawk is there, so the Godfather has all his little enforcers too. This is not good.
The Godfather Hawk. I like it.
You guys want
I think
to...
if we see any pigeons, that's where we want to go for, since they were friendlier last time. So if we get some information out of a pigeon.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you want to try and climb up there?
We have food for the pigeons. Did you say where the pigeons are nesting is where the building is?
They're nesting above the building.
Okay.
It's kind of on the shore, and then the island climbs up sharply,
Gotcha.
and they're up at the top of the main hill.
Oh, then we probably want to go. We want to go to the building and try to be inconspicuous-ish.
That's what I'm thinking. I'd like to visit at night
Okay.
too, but if Enzo needs to get home, I guess we have to do this during the day, even if the hawk is watching us.
Let's go in the building.
Okay. The building is mostly just a large hollow shell.
Okay.
There's not much to see there. Yeah, this is going to be, you'll need to make either a move or a sneak roll to get closer to the nest without being seen.
Uh-oh.
And this is one of those situations where extra successes can help your friends.
Okay.
So we're going to try to go for the nest now.
Is that your plan? Or you can get back on the boat and go
We
We
back,
came all
or do something I haven't thought
Is it
of.
about 4? It's about
Came all
4
this
o'clock
way,
now.
Probably.
What if we set up camp in the building, in the shell of the building, and then approach the pigeons at night when the hawk can't see so well?
Let's do it.
What do you guys think of that?
Enzo's the only problem.
This is the only
pacing
problem.
around nervously.
Mhm.
uh,
And
Does anybody have drugs?
if Enzo goes home, he would have to take the
I
boat
think,
with him.
yeah, looking around at, everyone's faces, like, Enzo would probably feel the peer pressure and be like, oh, all right, let's just do this. We came all this way, and, maybe we should go for the nest as soon as we can.
Are you sure, dude? Are you sure?
Don't make him just start cutting out letters for the ransom note. So
Enzo, I told my dad that you were the reason I met Stacy.
Oh God.
So
God.
If we say that we were looking for Stacy today, which is true, partially, but true. Certainly your dad isn't going to be mad that you tried to help out an active police investigation, is he?
Or that I'm the murderer. Like, oh, who knows?
It's a murderer.
She's missing.
Who did you murder, Enzo?
I think.
What are we talking about?
Enzo murder
I
someone.
don't get it.
No, I think Enzo just starts breathing out of a bag. Like, so.
Dude, it's going to be okay, man. It's going to be okay. We're just going to set up camp, okay?
I'm just going to lay here for a second. Just like.
I mean, look, Enzo, and I'm just going to kind of lean over towards him. If you've got to look, hey man, hey, if you got to go, I'll go with you. If you got to go, I'll go with you.
No, this would be more heroic to stay. So I'll do that.
Oh my god!
Right, we're all in agreement. I'm being heroic.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Very
So
correct.
let's set up camp, carefully watching the pigeons for signs of hostility.
Okay. I will need sneak roll from everybody.
Oh no!
And I sucked.
Goodness gracious!
So Cody and Mogu are not real great at sneaking, but Kevin and Enzo are very good at sneaking. So
With style.
Enzo, which one of them are you helping?
I guess
Mogu or Cody?
I guess Mogu.
Okay. Describe what happens and how you prevent her from drawing attention to herself.
So I guess so what's the layout again? We're trying to get on top of the building, and
The building that you've got to work with here is essentially just a large cylinder where they used to pile the raw materials for making their concrete, and a lot of it's tumbled down, so that you're finding some shelter in there to try and set your camp up out without being seen by the hawk or the pigeons.
and sorry, and we're trying to sneak up on the nest right now, or just camp.
Right now,
Oh.
you're setting up camp.
Waiting for nightfall.
Gotcha. And sorry, and the hawk spot us, or I didn't catch the setup.
No, Mogu does something that you think is going to attract attention from either the hawk or the pigeons, and you do something that makes that not happen. So tell me about that.
I think maybe while we're starting to get out food, and like maybe she opens a package of something like crinkly, smelly, like some potato chips or something. That suddenly like a bunch come our way, and so maybe I'll grab some of the corn and kind of throw in the opposite direction to try to
Distract them. Okay. And Kevin, how do you help Cody from keeping you from
so
getting
set
caught?
up camp. Are we have tent pegs and we're like setting up a tent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right as Cody is about to slam it down on the tent peg with a hammer, I like go, whoa. Well, quietly, I go, whoa, and like jump in front of him and like overly dramatically show him, this is how you be stealthy, man.
Oh yeah, I can use the leather of the chaps to provide a sound barrier as we're banging in the tent pegs, so we don't get metal on metal.
Man. There we go.
Thanks.
All right.
Exactly.
So you managed to get your campsite set up without drawing any attention from the birds, and the sun goes down. What's your plan?
Who has the binoculars?
I have.
Because you better be keeping an eye on that hawk. See where it goes.
The hawk flew off to the northeast as the sun was setting.
All right. Time to approach, maybe? If we have the corn.
All right.
The only way we can get rid of conditions is through the anchor, right?
spending time with the anchor, or somebody can make a
Okay.
lead check and spend some time one-on-one.
Gotcha.
Who has a condition?
I do. I'm scared.
I'm angry.
Can Kevin?
What side of this silo?
Yeah, can Kevin give
And Mogu's still got the angry.
Can Kevin give a 3-way counseling session real quick and pep talk?
One at a time.
Oh, okay.
A group
So-
pep talk one at a time.
You have to make the roll twice, once for each of them.
Okay. Then yeah. Do you want me to roll or describe how I'm doing this first?
Describe how you're doing it. Actually, make the roll first so that you can
Describe how.
use the success or failure to inform your action, your acting.
Right. Okay. So I'm doing Kevin. No, not Kevin. Well, I mean, I always give myself a little pep talk. I'm like, you got this. You're cool. Everybody loves you. You can do this. And I go over to Cody and I'm like, wait, who's angry? Who's scared right now?
I am.
Okay, I
My
still
dad called the
you're-
policeman, and now we have to deal with these birds. They hurt a kid. Like,
Oh,
what are we
okay.
doing? Are we solving problems or are we causing more, you know?
And you're Cody, right? I'm still getting voices connected fully.
Yeah, I am Cody.
Okay. And you're also Jacob. Okay,
Yes.
I got this. Oh, okay.
That's right.
So I'm like, I see that you're upset. You told me this. And I'm like, dude, you can never cause more trouble as long as it's a do or do not. There is no try. Because you just got to go for it. Because when it's Chinatown. Forget it. We're all good. We're going to work together and fix all these problems that have been spiraling out of control.
All right. So, Cody, you may remove your scared condition.
All right.
And Kevin,
Thank
make
you,
your
Kevin.
roll to lead Mogu.
Uh-oh. Well, it's not as helpful.
That's still good. Yeah.
So I'm like, Mogu, what's your problem? But in a very diplomatic way.
Well, it started with the girl that killed the freaking bird, and then it ended with the Funyuns.
She really wanted those
So, like,
Funyuns.
why are you mad?
Well, eating helps me calm down, man. And it was my only bag of Funyuns. I have very strong opinions
So-
about this.
I will buy you some Funyuns when this is all over. And when you can't eat physical food, you can always eat your emotions.
I
That's what
will
my
chew
dad
your
told me.
elbow.
Wow.
You can always eat your emotions.
I don't know if that makes me not
Wise
angry. I
words.
think I got extra points.
Like, what's your rebuttal to it then?
I better don't answer.
Well, you can you can still be angry, but you no longer have the angry
Fair
condition.
So
Even
I'm
much-
Which I really
successfully,
think that's supposed to be
I'm
up.
successfully not
Hmm?
angry anymore at what I was. I'm just a new type of angry. I like that.
Right. And I think that's actually supposed to be upset, not
That's-
angry.
okay.
I don't know
Fair
why
enough.
Hmm.
the
Maybe you're
character sheet
Hey Brian,
reads the way it
of
does.
sorry. go
maybe
ahead, Kevin.
you're angry, but now your anger is directed at the birds that are preventing you from using this Funyun. So you're pushing it into our adventure.
No, I'm pretty sure about there's something about eating emotions that is not as fulfilling as chips.
Okay, just eat. We'll eat something later.
Fair enough. No, that can, okay, fine. But I want 2 bags.
All right, Jomar, you had something to say?
No, I wanted to ask you as the DM, what side of this silo did we set up our camp? The circular area.
Wherever you feel like it. It wasn't really all
Okay.
that important. I just thought I'd
Oh, okay. I didn't know if a proximity had something to do to help us or hurt us.
no, I just wanted to give you an idea of what this structure actually was.
Okay, cool.
That you weren't looking at a building with covered.
Probably the
Yeah.
south
Right.
side.
Sweet.
Yeah, probably set up in the shadow, right?
Oh,
So that we're hidden
yeah.
from the birds by the wall.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
This has been episode 1 of the Quantum Childhood Actual Play RPG, The Killer Birds, Part 1. The music for this episode is entitled Relapse by White Haze, generously provided by the YouTube No Copyright Music Library. The Tales from the Loop RPG is based on the art of Simon Stallenhog and uses the Year Zero game engine. More episodes of Quantum Childhood and of the Geek at Arms podcast can be found at geekatarms.com.